Thank you, everybody. When I first dated my wife-to-be, Nancy, I had no idea that a simple gift would lead to years of laughter, confusion, and a room full of big, furry friends. It all began when I gave her a basket containing a big, fluffy teddy bear. Little did I know this innocent gesture would snowball into a bear-sized obsession. From that moment on, I became a serial bear giver. Special occasions, bear. No reason at all, bear. Tuesday, you guessed it, bear. When we moved to DC and Nancy landed a swanky job at a K Street law firm, I decided I had to up my bear game. On a Valentine's Day, when I had to be away on travel, I hired a professional actor dressed up as a life-size bear to deliver her Valentine's present to her at work. The poor receptionist had no idea what to do. A real life-size bear in the lobby? Was it a client or maybe there for a meal? My frequent business travel took me away from Nancy often, but I made sure she was never without company. Bears would randomly appear at her office and at home, making her the talk of the neighborhood and office. Her colleagues started placing bets on where the next bear would pop up. During a trip to Old Town Alexandria with friends, Nancy and her girlfriend suddenly vanished into thin air. We found them in a quirky gift shop, giggling like schoolgirls. Nancy had discovered a unique wall-hanging bear. The front of the bear was on one side of the wall and the rear end on the other. Without hesitation, she purchased only the bear's backside, claiming it was a perfect representation of my frequent departures. From that day forward, our home decor took a decidedly bizarre turn. Years later, now living in posh Atlanta, we found ourselves and our bear collection had grown to epic proportions. We converted a large upstairs bedroom into what we affectionately called our spare bear room. When we shared this tidbit with our new southern neighbors, they politely would correct our northern speech. No, dear, that's pronounced bedroom down here. Atlanta could be a very prim and proper place, but we had several close neighbors we loved to have over for different events. Our closest neighbors, Will and Jean, were the epitome of quaint, classic Southern charm. Will was the organizer of the prestigious Bell South Golf Classic, and he was about as straight-laced as they came. One evening, we invited Will and his wife, Jean, along with another couple, Beth and Jean, to come over for drinks. Will was running late due to a golf tournament call, so we started without him. By the time Will arrived, we were all several drinks deep and feeling very merry. Nancy had already given our neighbors a tour of the infamous spare bear room. The bear butt wall hanging was the star of the show, eliciting howls of laughter. When Will finally arrived, apologizing profusely, he asked what he had missed. Beth, barely containing her giggle, said, "Oh, we just went upstairs and saw Jim's bear butt." Will's face turned a shade of red that would make a tomato jealous. "I beg your pardon?" He sputtered, his southern gentility clearly shaken. Jean, his wife, chimed in, "Oh, honey, you have to see it. It's the most amazing bear butt you've ever laid your eyes on." Will panicked. He looked around. He looked like he was ready to faint. I offered to take him upstairs, but he refused to budge, probably thinking we'd all lost our minds to some bizarre drunken northern custom. Finally, Beth had a brilliant idea. "Close your eyes, Will. I've got a surprise for you." She dashed upstairs and returned with the bear butt wall hanging. When Will opened his eyes, his expression was priceless. Relief, embarrassment, and amusement all battled for dominance on his face as he realized his overreaction. From that day forward, Jim's bear butt became a running joke in our social circle. Years later, we moved to Florida and our bear collection All 650 of them found a new home with its very own spare bear room. Eventually, we sold the place and downsized and donated our furry friends to the sheriff's department, including the infamous Bear Butt. As I think back on those years, I can't help but wonder if the Bear Butt's new bear owners ever realized the years of joy and laughter each bear had provided. Or, maybe that Bear Butt is now hanging in the sheriff's den. Those thoughts make me smile.